This week's guest is the General Manager of MarineMax here in Sarasota. I am Rob. This is the Sarasota SpeaX Pre-Show tailored by Tweeds. What's up, everybody? I'm Rob. This is the pre-show tailored by Tweeds. When you are looking to level up your style game, come on down to Tweeds. We've got locations all across the state of Florida. There's some information right here. Check out my QR code for some more details. We'd love to get you styled up. Today, we have Jason LeFevre, General Manager of MarineMax here in Sarasota. Welcome, Jason.
Thank you. Hey, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Great to have you. So MarineMax is more than boat sales. Can you tell us a little bit more about what you guys do, other services that you offer aside from the sales component?
Sure. I mean, we're known for boat sales overall. We're just in Sarasota locally. We're the Boston Whaler, Sea Ray dealer, and among several other brands. But we service boats, we store boats, we sell parts, we sell vacation packages. You name it, if it has anything to do with boating, we can figure it out. You know, that's pretty much, we try to do everything for everybody when it comes to boating. The one-stop shop. That's the goal.
That's awesome. So I understand this summer we have Aquapalooza coming up. Can you tell us a little bit about that and how people can participate if it's something they're interested in?
Super easy to participate. Aquapalooza, we do it Memorial Day weekend on Sunday every year. So what we do is right outside of our marina, there's a big channel. And then on the other side of the channel, there's a huge sandbar. It's right. It's called New Pass. If you're a boater at all, you know where New Pass is. You probably know where the Salty Dog is or New Pass Grill. Ultimately, and we set a stage up on land. We have a minimum of 3 bands come in. Everything's free. So we have 3 bands. We got a DJ that comes in between the bands, and ultimately, all we really do is have a good time. So we'll probably have anywhere from the least amount of boats we've had was probably 200, and I think last year we had closer to about 600 boats that'll show up to this event. Everybody anchors up, and they just, hopefully they're safe and they have a good time, and we kind of show them what boating is all about in Sarasota.
Nice. Next question, out of all the places that you've boated, can you tell us about one place in particular that stands out, or any story that stands out in your mind that you'd like to share?
Locally, or are you talking nationally?
Yeah, locally.
I guess locally, some of the classics around here, everybody knows about Jewfish Key. It's a pretty popular spot. I like to push it a little bit further north and hit Egmont Key, which is a pretty good one. So that kind of really gets you out of everything. Get you out of the area, get you literally to an island where you can just shut the outside world off. And that's ultimately, you can see Egmont Key from the Skyway Bridge if you're familiar with that area. So that's north, Anna Maria, just head a little bit west and you're gonna run right into it.
That's awesome. And then last question, we've known each other for a little while. You happen to be a client of Tweeds. Is there anything that you can tell people, anything you'd like to share about your experience working with Tweeds?
Oh, absolutely. I've always told people that I've been floored by the customer service at Tweeds. One of my favorite things is that I honestly, coming from a background where a lot of times our work attire is a collared shirt. We don't have an excuse to wear a suit. You always watch TV shows and you see these attorneys and everybody that looks all smooth in their suits, and I've always been a little slightly envious. Maybe not in the summertime when it's 500 degrees here, but I will say I was blown away by the customer service, the atmosphere, and ultimately you guys do everything right when it comes to following the correct steps. And one thing I will say that I did not know prior to owning a custom suit and or sport coat is that as a man, there's a certain feeling you get when you put that thing on for the first time that I didn't really realize existed. So I would say I recommend Tweeds to everybody. And it's been a great experience. So who knew? Who knew that I'd be a custom suit guy? I just need to maybe transition into a career one day where I need to wear one every day.
That's awesome. All right. Well, thank you, Jason. That's going to do it for the pre-show. Remember, when you are ready to get styled up and put together the next look that you're going to love, come on down to Tweeds. Check us out downtown and all across the state of Florida. Follow us on Instagram at Tweeds Suit Shop, tweedsuitshop.com. Check out the QR code that's on the screen here. Screenshot it if you need to. We'd love to be in touch with you. Stay tuned for a quick sneak peek of this week's upcoming episode. Jason.
So Aquapalooza is something I'm familiar with, and actually went to last year, and I think a couple of the years you guys have done it. But Wine, Waves, and Wheels is something I actually didn't even hear about. Apparently Felipe was there, which doesn't surprise me at all.
The guy's an aristocrat, huh?
He's everywhere.
Actually, I was there with Morgan because Trey was probably sleeping.
Okay.
So she scheduled that for me.
Morgan's my wife.
With our good friend Mike from Food and Beer. So it was, it was a nice evening.
What is that event all about?
So Wine, Waves, and Wheels, it originally started years ago as kind of like a welcome back to Sarasota party, because we kind of throw it in January or end of January when it's kind of like all the snowbirds are coming back into town. A lot of our clients are coming back. So it's just an event where we give away free wine. We kind of Wine, Waves, and Wheels. I partnered up a long time ago with the Dimmitt Auto Group, and I started having them bring some of their cars. So then I was like, okay, now we got Wine and Waves and Wheels, and then we would just happen to have a bunch of big boats in the background. If somebody wanted to buy one, they could buy one. So that event's also grown to be pretty big. It's one of Sarasota's signature free luxury events, I guess you could say. We'll have 600 to 800 people roll through that one too.
Okay.
So that's a pretty cool thing. That way you get to see a lot of stuff. And then what I've noticed about here, the reason why we partnered with the car guys is most of our clients have these insane cars, and even though they take them to Starbucks, a lot of times they want an excuse to show those cars off.
Yeah, of course.
So what we do is we have a section where when we're talking to some of our clients, we'll say, hey, I know you have that Ferrari 450, whatever it is, you mind bringing it by for the event? And these guys are happy to do it. So it's kind of added a little bit of an element. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, your target audience is the guys that like their toys.
Yeah,
right?
So it's a toy fest.
Any Corvettes there or no?
There's a couple Corvettes there.
Yeah, there were. That's exactly what I noticed. I love cars, so I was having a blast. But no, they love those types of car owners, exotic owners. They love excuses to get together with other exotic owners and talk about the cars, see other cars that, because most people, maybe they have one or two exotics. They're still geeking out over everybody else's.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like a love fest.
Yeah, it's an expensive hobby, obviously, but I'd love to get into it one day.